Hello everyone, I'm Jesus and welcome to the next episode of the Road to Old School MTG. This video is round 2 of the April 2024 Old School Atlantic tournament held at Dave's Time Warp in Cedar Grove, New Jersey. This tournament was a smaller tournament, only I believe 12 players attended, so it only ended up being 3 rounds. So first round I won, 2-1 I believe. So now this is round 2. So first let me show you the deck that I used for this tournament. So this is a counterburn deck played by another player, Parker. And actually he used the same deck, same 60 card main deck to win a previous tournament at Dave's Time Warp. I've been meaning to change it up. I've been using my Bantamgeddon or Arnhem deck for quite a while, and I wanted to change into something new, but I wasn't too sure what to do. So I saw this deck. If this deck is a very good deck, it's done very well in various tournaments. And I've been meaning to do something counterburn for a while, so I decided to give it a try. So I took his 60 card main deck and a few of the sideboard cards as well, but I definitely added my own thing there. But the main 60 card deck is the same. So props to him for making such a great deck that has done very well in throughout various tournaments, like I mentioned. So you have your burn, 4 lightning bolts, 4 chain lightnings, I believe 4 sonic blasts as well. Counter spells, 2 counter spells and a mana drain. So not too many counter spells, but hopefully enough to counter the game changing cards. But mainly there's a lot of drawing. So you have your Wheel of Fortune, Time Twister, Ancestral, Brain Geyser, and of course Recall to get them back again. And then a few efficient creatures, the weenies for 7 Alliance, 8 Togs, and then the bigger guys, 1 Suchi, 1 Sarah Angel. You have your 1 Armageddon, 1 Balance to, depending, to change the game up. Time Walker, just the usual blue power. And also one more thing, the tournaments at Dave's Time Warp are proxy friendly, so I definitely took advantage of that rule for this deck. So this is one of the reasons why I don't play this deck, is because I don't have a good chunk of the cards. Red is the card that I've invested the least in terms of old school Magic. I just prioritize other things, right? You can't get everything all at once. At least most people cannot. So a good chunk of the cards here are proxies, so I want to acknowledge that. So the red producing dual lands are proxies. So Volcanic Islands and Plateaus, I believe. I have none, so all 8 of those are proxies. Black Lotus in front of the Mox Sapphire, that's a proxy. Wheel of Fortune is a proxy, although by this point, by now, I do have a CE wheel. There's a Time Twister behind the Mana Drain, that's a proxy. Let's see. On the sideboard, 2 Seed in a Bottle proxies. One of the Falling Stars is a proxy, and one of the Shatterstorms is a proxy. I have them now, but when I took the photo, I only had one, the one up top. Yeah, and I believe, which that's a good chunk of cards, right? So that's the reason why I don't particularly play this deck. I don't have the cards for it, but because of Dave's Time Warp's rules, it definitely gives us a chance to kind of play other decks before we make that big investment, right? Because for me to have the cards in this deck, easily $5,000 I would need. Just the Black Lotus is like 2 to 3,000, right? And then not counting the dual lands, right? So yeah, definitely quite a few cards needed and quite a bit of an investment to make this deck, right? So this is a cool way for me to try it out, see how much I like it or don't, before making that investment, if I so choose to invest in it more. So this is the deck. Let's go then into game 1. So I'm on the left, my opponent's on the right. I go Mishra's Factory, Soul Ring. So we do have the life counter on the top of the screen. Opponent, and my opponent is Baron Nick. So he's another YouTuber, and in fact, he was one of the channels I watched to get inspired into joining. So it's pretty cool that I got to not only meet him, but now we're buddies, magic buddies, playing consistently together. So that's pretty cool. Plays a Bayou, 2 mana, demonic tutor. Okay, let's see. So Nick is great at showing the cards that he gets and his hand and things like that. He's a pro at just, the YouTubes. So this is a very unique deck, very unusual, as you will see. So it definitely took me by surprise. Ooh, he's okay. I think he's just showing the cards that he's considering. I think he popped out a Soul Ring. So I guess maybe he has no more mana and he wants a boost. We'll see. Ooh, okay, so he wants to kill my. So he's either thinking about getting his own Soul Ring to boost his cards. So he's showing his hand. So we see 2 lands, a Ice Storm, and I believe something else. Let's see. So considering what he wants to do, so he wants to either boost his mana for his own Soul Ring or destroy mine. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure. I think he got his own Soul Ring. All right, so he passes. My turn. So City of Brass for me. So I have 4 mana here. I could cast a, few things. Although only 1 colored mana, right? So let's see. A Suchi I could do if I had it. So I'll put an offering to cut. So I take a damage from the city. Ooh, I disenchant. And then I come in for 2. So I'm at 19, he's at 18. Ooh, he got a city in a bottle. So if he plays it, my City of Brass is gone. He plays a. Okay, so there you go. Yep, so he did get the Soul Ring. And then he got the 3 mana so that he Ice Storms my Mishra's Factory. So his deck has a land kill component. I have 3 mana here. Actually, now that I think about it, I believe I did change up a little bit of the main deck. I believe I put in a bit more lands than the original deck has. Yeah, I believe so. So it's false that I kept his main, the creator of this deck's main 60 card deck. I made a couple changes, but very minor. So I disenchanted his Soul Ring, so I've disenchanted 2 things, right? So that's pretty good. He plays a Gloom. I only have that City of Brass, so I'm taking damage from that. And yeah, I pass, right? So, and this is considering I have beefed up the land count. So here he's casting a City in a Bottle. It will destroy my City of Brass, drop me to 0 lands. So if I have some kind of an instant, I got to do it now. I just let it die. Yeah. So I am in big trouble here. So he can come in with the factories. I just have colors mana, so not much that I can do. Okay, so I think he attacked for both, or well, either way, I'm at 13, he's at 18, right? So, all right, I drew and I pass. Yep. Yeah, coming in for 4. So it's going to be a quick one if I don't do something major. I draw and I pass. And then this is his. So he attacks again. I'm at 5. Got a lightning bolt in hand, but. Ooh, I got a discard. So I'm like gonna. I'm at 1. I gotta have a. I think I drew a Mox. Okay, so yeah, he has. I saw a sinkhole at least, and a strip mine, I believe. So even if I drop something, like, I'm toast. Of course, I don't know this, but so he definitely is playing a heavy land destruction component. He has ice storms and sinkholes, and of course the strip mine. So I think I was out no matter what. I had to cast a creature, something big, but this particular deck doesn't have really big creatures. 1 Suchi and 1 Sarah. Everything else is just weenies. And yep, I ended here for game 1. Really, he got me well in terms of locking me out. But it seems like I shouldn't have kept that hand. I'm not sure. Like I said, this deck is new to me, so definitely some growing pains. Game 2 now. So I don't think neither one of us mulligans. Okay. So Sapphire, I go first. Sapphire Ancestral. Volcanic Soul Ring. And then Chaos Orb. And then I have 5 cards in hand. So opponent just goes Forest and passes, right? So I have a pretty aggressive turn 1. I could definitely blow his forest here. So plateau for me. Lion, I pass. 2 mana, forest 2 mana. His own Chaos Orb. I think he's gonna pass. Very tempting to either blow his own Chaos Orb or blow a land. Because I know him reaching 3 puts him at. Ooh. Puts him at Ice Storm. So I take a damage, a mana burn, I attack for 2. So yeah, I thought I was going to use that floating mana to Ice Storm, but I guess not. I mean to Chaos Orb. Okay, he casts a Gloom. Depending what I have in hand, I may blow it up. Yeah, I guess not. I already played my lion, and if I have another lion, I have the 3 mana to pay it, right? So this is not crushing. I attack for 2, plus I have the creature out. 19 to 16. I pass. So yeah, we see sitting in the bottom. He could definitely. Well, he can get my City of Brass, but that's a 1-for-1, right? So, but it also prevents me from playing other ones. So 2 mana. Yep, there it comes. So I may use my City of Brass mana now to Chaos Orb something. Yep, or just let it go. Yeah, I mean I have the mana to do other things. So Whirling Dervish. So now this tells me like he may be okay. I lightning bolted, but there might be a abyss coming up. So I attack for 2. 14. I play a factory. So this is going pretty well. So I have the line, I get the factory. I just gotta kill whatever he plays. And even if he starts doing some land destruction, I've gotten ahead decently enough, I think, by this point. Has to do something else. So strip mine, he can maybe. So I do see a sinkhole, but he doesn't have that second black. And I'm surprised I'm not Chaos Orbing his Bayou because that will take him totally out of black. So sinkholes, I may respond. Oops, I do not. I want to see if I have any mana lands in my hand. Maybe that's why I'm just letting things die. He's gotten 2 of my lands already. See a brass and a volcanic island. 2 mana, 3 mana, 3 mana. Ooh, yeah, he's starting to land kill me. So he'll take me out of red and white with that. I will just have blue from the sapphire, and then I'll just be colorless after that point. I'm still coming in for the damage, but actually, yeah, he does have the his own factory as well. I attack for 2. And I pass. So he's getting away from me now. Plays a Black Lotus. So that card that's glittered out, that's a 7 a line. So he's popping the Lotus. Sinkhole, so he's getting black that way. So now he would drop me totally out of lands. So this is not good. Okay, I'm using it to Chaos Orb, and then I'm checking if he has any response. So what do I Chaos Orb? Okay, his factory, because I guess I want to come in with my own factory. He's at 12, so I got it. He still has 1 black open, I believe. Unless he did something else. Okay, 3 mana for a side blast. I take 2. Okay. So I still have my line. Factory is gone. I attack 10. And then that's it. He's okay. Black Vice, I believe. If I have 4 or more, which is easy for me to have a lot of cards in hand because I have no lands. But I do have that line. He's at 8 now. Can I play anything? No. I pass. Ooh, but I'm getting lucky also. He's not getting any additional threats. Ooh, Side Blast. That's nice. So that keeps me under. Of course, I get damage, but wow, this is a big turnaround. So he has to get something next to block it, to destroy the line or something. And then, yeah, he concedes. Yeah, he doesn't get anything to prevent the damage from the line. But wow, he really had me there. And I definitely got lucky because it seemed like he had all the components to lock me out, and he just drew lands, boxes, nothing that that prevented me from attacking. And I still had that sapphire, which gave me that sonic blast. It basically took 2 turns out of the lines from attacking because the more time that he waited, the more time that uh, the less time I had for to get the game the win, right? So and then he had more time to draw the card that he needed, right? But I really pulled that out of nowhere. Okay, going into game 3. Opponent plays Forest Soaring. I think we both mulligan. And then he follows it up with a oof, sitting in a bottom. So that's a strong game 1, turn 1. But luckily enough, I had mulliganed a City of Brass away anyway. So that was luck. Because that's a dead card for me at the moment. All right, so I'm pretty indecisive here. I guess I have quite a few things to do. I see a Mox, I believe, a few lands, so I don't see much threats. I think I see a Time Twister, so maybe I'm trying to play a whole bunch of cards as much as I can and then Time Twister. That's usually the thing to do. Okay, Time Walk, and then go to my Time Walk turn. So Tundra, Mox Pearl, Time Walk, second turn for me. Factory, and then I pass. So 4 cards in my hand. Opponent plays a Bayou. They could definitely give me play a Sinkhole by now. I mean a Ice Storm. Ooh, Black Vice. I'm at 4 now, so it's not doing any damage to me. But I need to start playing things out. And in general, I need to play things out because he can kill my lands at any turn, and then I'm going to just start accumulating cards and being hit by the Black Vice. So I made space between my lands, so I'm assuming I'm going to drop something. Okay, another Tundra. So I have blue and white. No red yet, though. I attack for 2. That's the first damage of this round. Opponent goes. 3 mana for a Gloom. Ooh. Alright, so if I have a Disenchant, I still need 1 more mana to cast it because that Gloom adds 3 casting costs to any white spell. I'm attacking for 2, 16. So I did drop that plateau, so I do have red now. But of course he plays the land destruction. Ooh, Nether Void in his hand. 4 mana, he may be casting it. Whoa. So because of the Black Vice, I may be accumulating cards. Because now he has 2 things. The Nether Void, I believe, makes everything cast 2 more, if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3. But basically, everything costs more, even for my opponent. But wow, I'm getting lucky here. So basically, I'm killing him without spells. I dropped another factory, and I pumped out the factory I had for 3 damage. Okay, he had to pay 4 mana to cast a second Black Vice. But currently I am at 4 cards. I just drew another one. I played I'm just dropping lands, and I'm attacking. Wow. So I'm just playing lands and not really casting anything because I cannot. But my opponent also cannot. I have more. Let's see. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. I have 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could. But either way, I don't want to cast anyway. Ooh, okay. So I attack for 4. I had to pay 3 just to play a Black Lotus because the Black Lotus costs 0 normally. All right, so I go into my turn again. He's gonna be at 1. Wow. So his own Nether Void blocked him out. 3 mana, and then I'm blowing the wow. He had 2. Yep, the Abysses, but he couldn't cast it, and he couldn't cast. I guess he could cast, but I guess he got it recently. The Ice Storm. He needed 6 mana. Yeah, he just wow. He has 3 the Abysses, and he had 2 of them in his hand. Wow, but well, his deck is very ingenious, very cool deck, and yeah, it just so happens he didn't get the right cards to capitalize on the Nether Void, and honestly, I just got lucky because I didn't play much. I just got lucky and got a second factory after he cast that nether void, I believe, right? So I just, through sheer luck, he locked himself out, and then I got the win just from factory damage. All right, so going back to the deck, so very lucky to get this one, and now I am 2-0. Both games I am 2-1, I believe. So now I'm going to the third round, and like I mentioned, this was a smaller tournament, so there was only 3 rounds in the whole thing, right? So I am in a good spot at the moment, and winning this third one could potentially make me win the tournament. So hopefully you guys will watch the last one for this April 2024 tournament. Thank you guys for watching.